Today I'm going to take you through the basics of Miro. This is SKGS Consulting Group and this is Stephanie Gillespie-Schrock. So what is Miro? Miro's an infinite digital canvas. It's like a whiteboard. So if you've ever been workshops or brainstorming sessions where you're kind of writing everything on sticky notes and posting them on walls, this lets you do that all digitally. So the basics of Miro, I'm going to take you through some of the basic tools because if you're going to be in one of my workshops, you're going to want to know how to do this. So when navigating the board, you can use either the select tool here and move things around on the board. So like I could move this text around, or I can lock it into place as well. And you can also navigate the board by just simply moving with your mouse pad, whether you're on a Mac or you're using a mouse. You can navigate just how you normally would. For selecting things, you got to be a little careful. Like I said, you can lock things down so that they don't necessarily move. So that now won't move. And I can unlock it by long pressing. So zooming in and out, a lot of times it's really hard to read things like sticky notes, or maybe you start out in a very small space. So you can come down here to the right side and you can zoom in and out. You can also look at the whole map like that. But if you're ever looking at a sticky note and you can't read it or something, or someone's comments, you can just simply zoom in that way. You can also do that like on your pad there. You can pinch and zoom, or you can use a mouse. So sticky notes and text. I'm going to pop over to the next screen so you can see. Over here on the practice board, so this is using sticky notes. You can either pre-populate them like this and just type directly in them. So I'm going to just say email marketing just for kicks. And I'm going to say we need to do that now. And maybe sometimes you have different collaborators who you've assigned with certain colors. Maybe not. So you can go ahead and type right in there directly and move it around. And then you can click and select it and move it to the spot you want it to be in. You also may populate sticky notes here. If you go to the left-hand side, you can put stuff directly in. So I could just bring a sticky note over and type right here. I can also make it whatever size I want. If I need to make it smaller, bigger, then I can do that. And then I can just select it and move it right over. So another thing that's pretty cool about that is inserting dynamic content. So if we want to insert dynamic content, maybe you want to insert a video or something like that, I can simply find a video that I want, like this, and then I can just bring it over and I can insert it right into that content, like as a link, like this. Bring it over, or I can even just insert it, and it just, when you do it like that, when you copy and paste it right in, it, as you can see, it populated it directly in here. So maybe you have a reason where you need to show a video or something like that, and that is something that you can just put right in there. So another thing you should know about is voting. Sometimes when you're doing an exercise, you need to be voting on the best idea. So you might want to take something like this and just put that right over this. You might be time boxed where they put in a timer of some sort and you'll know. And I like to populate with stars and dots, and that might help people to vote and select which ones you find most interesting. There also is a voting function up here that can be created by the host. Lastly, last couple things are commenting and reacting. So if you want to make a comment, you can do that in two spots. Right here, you might want to react to someone's comment. And maybe as I'm collaborating with a team, I want to put a little note here and say, we definitely should do this in May. So then I can put that there, and later on somebody can come back and resolve or make additional comments and replies. You can also even comment with particular team members. that you may want to assign. You can do this either here or here. You can also draw, and you can also make connection lines, use shapes. There's a lot of really fun dynamic things you can do here. So back to this, reacting to content, or maybe something that the team is doing right now. You may want to give a thumbs up, or you might want to raise your hand during a session. That is how you do that. Thanks for joining me today on the basics of how to Miro. I appreciate your time.